So in this case, you've been told figure 1 shows a solid made up, not that here. Figure 1 shows a regular solid with angle CAD. Angle CAD 34 degrees. Angle CBD 28.5 degrees. And angle ADB, this angle here, and angle CDA, this angle here, and angle CDB, you've been told are right angle at D, meaning they are at 90 degrees at D. That's why there's a symbol of 90 degrees there, isn't it? Then you'll be told to determine the height edge. And again, you determine the volume of the solid ABCD. The volume of this solid, the first thing they want is you to get the height edge. Then the second thing they want you to get the volume of this figure, ABCD. Correct to 4 decimal? Yes. Are we together? Remember, if you look at this figure, you'll see it is a pyramid, isn't it? Isn't it? It is a pyramid. So one thing, because we are going to look for the volume of a pyramid, how do we get the volume of a pyramid? That is what you ask yourself, isn't it? The volume of a pyramid is given by a third base area times height, isn't it? A third base area times height, meaning the base area is a triangle, isn't it? Then times height. So the volume of a pyramid, we know, is a third base area times height. So for you to get this base area, meaning you must get this length and you must get this length, because this is a right angle triangle, isn't it? So the area will just be a half A times B. So if this length, if you say it is A, and this length you say it will be B, then the base area will be a half AB, because this is 90 degrees. It's a right angle triangle. The base area is a right angle. Are we together? Now if you look at this, you now start. Here, this angle you'll be told is 28.5 degrees, isn't it? And this is 90 degrees. Some of angles in a triangle add up to an 8, isn't it? Meaning if you pick this triangle CDB, isn't it? If you pick that triangle CDB, what do you see? If you extract it, triangle C, this triangle here, from C to D, then to B. You'll be told that triangle, this angle we have there is 28.5 degrees, isn't it? Then this line DB, we have it is A. Then this angle at D is 90 degrees, isn't it? Then from DC is edge. Are we together? Now, you look here. If here is 90 degrees and here is 28.5 degrees, then what is this angle? Sum of angles in a triangle add up to 180, because we need to know A, in that we'll be looking for the base area, isn't it? So what is that? That angle. It is 180 minus 28.5 minus 9, isn't it? You get that angle to be 61.5. 61.5 degrees, isn't it? Now, you can get the relationship of these sides with what? With the sine rule, isn't it? With the sine rule. The sine rule says that side A over sine of angle A, if A is the opposite side of angle A, isn't it? Is equals to B over sine B, if B is the opposite angle of sine B, is equals to C over sine C, if C is the opposite side of C. So here you can see, here the side edge, it is going to be edge over sine 28.5, because you can see 28.5 degrees, the opposite side of 28.5 degrees is edge. Are you seeing? So it is now edge over side 28.5 degrees according to the sine rule, isn't it? Which is equals to what? If you take A, will be A over what? A over sine 61.5 degrees, because the opposite side of this angle, 61.5 degrees, is this side. The side which does not make it, that angle, is the opposite side. Are we together? So if you apply the sine rule, you end up with that relationship, isn't it? So from there, what do you now see? What What is edge? So you take sine 28.5 degrees the other side. So what is edge? Edge is just going to be A over sine 61.5 degrees times what? Times sine 28.5. See, you are multiplying both sides by this side 28.5 degrees. So you get it is A over sine 61.5 degrees times sine 28.5 degrees. If you multiply both sides by this, what do you cross multiply, isn't it? So what do you get here? Sine 28.5 degrees divided by sine 61.5 degrees, we are dealing with degrees number must be B, isn't it? So what do you get? Sine 28.5 degrees divided by sine 61.5 degrees, you get h to be 0.543, isn't it? 0.543 times your A, isn't it? Are we together? So we found the relationship between edge and side A. Are we together? Good. Again, you go. That is equation 1. You go to equation 2. We take this triangle ACD, isn't it? When you extract this triangle ACD, it is like this. This, that. So you can see here is A, then B is here, then up here is C, isn't it? And you have our 90 degrees at B there. Then you see the angle we will give A is 34 degrees, isn't it? Then the length A to B we say is B. Then the length C to D is what? Is edge. Are we together? Yes. Very good. Now we use the sine rule again to get the relationship, isn't it? If here is 90 degrees and here is 34 degrees, what is the size of this angle? Sum of angles in a triangle add up to 180. So it will be 90 minus 34 because 90 is already, isn't it? You get 56 degrees. See, you do the sine rule again. Now it is B over sine. What is the opposite side of that? 56 degrees. Because when you are at angle 56 degrees is formed by these two lines. So the line B does not form, it is the opposite line. Are you see? So it is B over sine 56 degrees, isn't it? To be equals to h over, because it is the h and the B are comparing, isn't it? Which one is the opposite side of h? See 34 degrees. Yes. See 34 degrees has the opposite side h, isn't it? So over sine 34 over sine 34 degrees. Very good. So from there, what is h? So you multiply both sides by sine 34 to remain with h, isn't it? So you have h is B over sine 56 degrees times sine 34 degrees, isn't it? You multiply both sides by sine 34 degrees to remain with h. So what is h? Sine 34 degrees divided by sine 56, you have sine 34, remember, multiply both sides by sine 44, you remain with h as the subject, isn't it? So sine 34 over sine 56, you get 0.675 B. 0.6745. In this case, it is 45. B. Remember, we were told everything to 4 decimal places. Remember, when we rounded up that it was 0.5430, isn't it? That is why it left with 3, but we were told 4 decimal places. Is that okay? Good. So we found that relationship. Where else do we go? We found h is 0.5438 and h is 0.6745, meaning this is equals to. Are we together? They are equal because both of them are h. So go here, equate them. You found that 0.5434a is equals to 0.6745b. Because they are all h, isn't it? So there, what is a? So you divide both sides by 0.543 to get 8, isn't it? To make a the subject of the formula, isn't it? Are we together? Or you can make b the subject of the formula, whichever. Is that okay? So can you divide both sides by 0.543, 0.543. Then you will get the value of A. So what is A? A is 1.4, 1.242. What decimal places? 1.2422. B. Senior, are we together?
Yes.
It is 1.2422 B. So you go here. Where there is A, you put the value of A in this down triangle here, which is down here, isn't it? So where there is A, what have we found A to be? A is the same as 1.2422 B. Is that okay? So it means from here, we can easily get the value of B, isn't it? If this is B, this is B, so it is very easy. Serious? Pythagoras theorem. This square plus this square is equal to this square. Because this is 90 degrees, the ladies and gentlemen, yeah, and the lady here. So, are you saying that?
Yes.
Now then we together there. See, if you've eliminated one, I've eliminated it, where there is a put the value, isn't it? And here is 90 degrees. See, I use Pythagoras theorem. Serious? So Pythagoras theorem will say what? B squared plus this A squared, isn't it? And A is what? 1.2422B squared is equal to what? See, this is equal to C squared. The hypotenuse, because here is 90 degrees, we are dealing with this triangle ADB, isn't it? It is equal to 22.5 squared. So ladies and gentlemen, open this bracket. 1.2422 squared, going to get 1.2422 squared. You get? What do we have here? You see, these things are only done when you are procedural, isn't it? You found?
1.54.
So here we have B squared plus 1.54. 31 B squared, isn't it? To be equals to 22.5 squared. See, you can add this because they are same, isn't it? See, this means it is 1 B squared. See, if you factorize out B, you have this plus this, isn't it? And what do you get there? 1 plus 1 point, so you get 2.5431 B squared to be equals to 22.5 squared, isn't it? Yes. Are we together?
Yes.
But you can work out this in the number. What is 22.5 squared?
506.25.
506.25. That. So for you to get this, you divide by its coefficient. So you divide both sides by 2.5431. You divide by 2.5431 like that. So what is B squared? What is B?
99.
So for you to get B, you are looking for the square root of this answer, isn't it? So can you look for the square root on both sides to get the value of B? 546.25 divided by 2.5431, you found 190. So B is the square root of this, which is 190.
199.068.
068. So if you find that square root, you found B to be. What have you found to be B? 14 point.
14.109.
14.109, isn't it? So we found the value of B. So it means once we found the value of B, it means we found the value of H and we found the value of A. Because there's a relationship between A and B we found, isn't it? We found A is the same as 1.2422B. So it means once we found the value of B, we found the value of H. Are we together? And that's the first thing they wanted, the height edge. So what is edge? Edge, use the relationship of H and B. Edge was equals to 0.6745 B. CDA. So can you do that? Edge is, get me the value of edge. Right here. Edge, we found edge to be 0.6745 B. 0.6745 B. What do you get to be edge? 0.6745 times B times 14.109. What is edge? 9.517. Are we together?
Yes.
You found edge. I think it was the volume which you were told to leave in 4 decimal places, isn't it? Or you were told to leave everything in 4 decimal places? Or it is the volume you were told to leave in 4 decimal places? Meaning these other ones you can as well leave in 2 decimal places are enough, isn't it? Are we together? So it means this height can is 9.552. Are we together? Are you seeing? These things are only simple when you move procedurally, isn't it? You move procedurally, then they will be very, very simple. So it means the moment you get the height edge, you can now get the volume of this figure, isn't it? And getting the volume of this figure, you must get the base area, isn't it? So B you found to be 14.11. If you round off, 14.109 is just 14.11, isn't it? And this values will be given in centimeters, isn't it? So what is A? This was the value of A. What is A? A was what? 1.2422 times B. Centimeter. So 1.2422 times B, you get the value of A, which is? Get the value of A. A you found to be 1.2422 times B times 14.11. What do you get to be B? To be A?
17.53.
17.53 centimeters, isn't it? See, from there you can now get the volume, gentlemen. You can get the volume. Can you start with the base area? We know the volume of a pyramid is a third base area times the vertical line, isn't it? You can see the base area there. We have this triangle. It is a right angle triangle, the base. This is what you've been given to be the base. Here you've been given is A, then here you've been given is B, then here is D. Then they are 90 degrees. And we found this length to be 14 point. Here we found to be 14.11 centimeters, isn't it? And this length here we found to be 17.53 centimeters. So what is the area? Because this is a right angle triangle, isn't it? See, if this is A and this is B, the area, the base area will be simply a half A because it is 90 degrees, isn't it? Are we together? So what do you get with the area there? A half times 14.11 times 17.53. What is the base area? A half times 14 point, yes.
123.67.
You have 123.67. Is that what all of you have? I'm waiting for everybody. 120.67. Yeah, I have 123.674. Is that what you have there? Hello?
Yes.
A half times 14.11 times 17.53. 123.67 centimeters square, isn't it? Now we now want the volume. So for us to get the volume, it is the volume of a pyramid, isn't it? So you are now looking for, because this our figure is volume of a what? Pyramid. And what do you know about the volume of a pyramid? It is a third base. It is a third base area times the vertical height, isn't it? See, that's how to get the volume of a pyramid. A third base area times the vertical height. So that is a third, and the base area, and this is the base, and the base area you found to be what? 123.47 centimeters square, and the height, the vertical height, you can see it is vertical because of the 90 degrees. Are you seeing? The vertical height is this edge, isn't it? And you've already found edge. You found edge to be?
That is 1.67. 123.67. And that one is 6.
This is 6. So it is 123.67. Good. Then what did you find to be edge? That vertical height.
9.5.
9.52 centimeters. So what is now the volume of this figure? And remember to 4 decimal. The volume we are told to live in 4 decimal places, isn't it? You found it to be 392. 459. 4 decimal places. 459 centimeters cubed. Very good. So have you seen how to handle that kind of problems? You just be procedural, then eventually you'll get it right, okay? You just be procedural, then you'll get it very right.